with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade, 4 players. Okay. Then it comes with the sequel arcade, 4 players. Then it has the Super Nintendo Turtles in Time, 2 players. The Super Nintendo Tournament Edition, the Fighter one, 2 players. The Ninja Turtles Hyperstone. This is on the Sega Genesis Mega Drive, 2 players. The Tournament Fighters for the Sega Mega Drive Genesis, 2 players. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES, 1 player. The arcade game, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 for the NES, 2 players. One of my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game is the third one, the Manhattan Project, 2 players from the NES. And then we got the Tournament Fighters on the NES, 2 players, but it was near the end of the system of the NES, and like it'll glitch. Like if you ever played the actual NES cartridge, there's a lot of blinking and stuff because they can't show you that much on screen at the same time. Now we got Fall of the Foot Clan Game Boy, 1 player. We got Back from the Sewers, Turtles 2, Game Boy. We got Turtles 3, the Game Boy. Those are one player. And now we're back to the arcade. So it's just great. So I can go to 3. Okay, see. Okay. So you got these backgrounds and stuff. So if you want to play on your tablet, you just push the R button and you just go to, you can do filters too, which the filters are great when you want to do the Game Boys, because you can do the green screen monochrome. So I don't want the original, I don't want full, I want wide. And the border isn't showing on wide, but you can also, sometimes you can change the border too. Okay, so now I'll save the game, and then I'll push back. Hope you can see it. You guys got to get the Switch. I want the Switch. They have these turtle games. Sure, you can get the turtle games, but it's great because now I can play. So let's go ahead and save this. Okay. Okay, but then let's leave. Quit the game. Yes. Okay. So now this Switch game comes here. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. So start here. Okay. So not only do you get to save, you got a save state, but you also have a rewind, a limited rewind. So if you get hit or something, I don't like those guys touching me, those robots, so I'll just rewind it. And you can see the little red bar on the bottom. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and save that. I feel like I got far enough on here. Okay, now let's quit. Yep. Let's go play the Game Boy. Okay. So let me just show you what it looks like. Oh, this is so weird. Okay. So let's change the filter. Is it the filter? Oh, I think it's the color palette. Okay, so let's change the color palette to Game Boy. Okay. Okay, now let's change it to wide. Okay, now let's see what this Game Boy Pocket and Game Boy L. I don't know what L is. Game Boy Live? Oh. So this Game Boy Pocket looks like normal. Okay, it's not as green. Something to have Game Boy Color and like actually give it color. So let's turn off the palette. And it's just black and white. Okay, well, thanks for joining me. I'm stopping. If you had any questions or anything on YouTube, TikTok, you can always ask questions on my channel. Welcome.